I'm back with a new video, and if it's your first time here, welcome. So today I'll be demoing and reviewing the new Fenty Beauty Instant Pro Filter Concealer and Powder. I'm basically going to be doing the Fenty face, all about complexion. So if you guys are interested, then let's jump right into the video. Okay, beauty, so before we get into the application, let's talk about the two main products. So we have the concealer, which retails for $26. I got two shades, so 330 matches the Pro Filter foundation, so I'm going to use that more to cancel out or correct any discoloration, and then the shade 310 more to brighten the under eyes. So it is a paraben-free, cruelty-free concealer. Now I have the claims here. It's supposed to be creamy, long-wearing, crease-proof, lightweight. The coverage is medium to full, and then the finish is more on the soft matte side. So you're getting a total of 8 ml of product in here. If I compare this to the NARS Radiant Creamy, which retails for $30, you're getting 6 ml. So you're getting more product and you're paying less with the Fenty Beauty, just for reference in case you guys are interested. So moving on to powder, this one retails for $32 and I grabbed the shade Banana. So it claims to be a super fine weightless silky loose powder. It extends makeup wear, has no flashback, it's supposed to blur pores, fine lines, imperfections, minimizes shine. The finish is matte and the coverage is sheer. So you're getting a total of 28 grams of product. If I compare this to the Laura Mercier one, which retails for $39, you are getting 30 ml. So you're paying $7 extra just for 2 more grams of product. So it's not really much of a difference. So the price point on the powder is great in my opinion. So with that being said, let's get into the application, and at the end I'll let you guys know my overall thoughts on both products. Okay guys, so let's get started. I'm gonna start by applying the Fenty Glow Gloss Balm, just to, you know, make my lips look more juicy, and also just to hydrate them while I do my makeup. Okay, so my brows look a little crazy. I'm just letting them grow out, so please don't mind my brows. I'm gonna start by spritzing some Fix Plus. And not to prime, I'm gonna go ahead and use the Amberly's Late Cream just to add hydration and just to kind of like moisturize my face. So for my T-zone, because that's where I usually tend to get oily, I'll use the Pro Filter Primer from Fenty Beauty, but just a little bit. And I'm just applying this right here. Okay, so because I want glow, I'm gonna use my Stroke Cream in Gold Light by MAC Cosmetics. This is just gonna add that glow from within, make my foundation look more radiant, more dewy, more fresh. So moving on to foundation, I'm going to use the Pro Filter in the shade 330. Now this is way too mattifying for my liking and for my skin type, so I'm going to mix this with the MAC Essential Oils just to kind of dilute the foundation so it's not so matte and like it doesn't feel too heavy for me. I'm applying that with a Morphe M439. I'm just going to spritz a little bit of Fix Plus. I'm just going to stipple this on all over. And whatever's left on the brush, that's what I like to apply on my forehead. I don't like to apply too much on my forehead. It's just too heavy for me. So I like to make sure that my foundation doesn't look cakey or just doesn't look like it's greasing. I like to go back in with a damp sponge. This is the real techniques, just to make sure, you know, my foundation is not just sitting on top of my skin. Okay, so let's move on to the fun part. I have 310 and 330. I'm going to use 330 because it matches the foundation shade. So this is going to be more like for correcting any darkness that I may have. So I'm just going to apply as I go because I don't know how much coverage this concealer has. So let's see. Let me just dot a little bit. Oh wow. It blends so seamlessly. I love the fact that it doesn't like dry right away. I don't like concealers that set immediately. So far so good. So far so good. So now I'm gonna grab the shade 310 to brighten my under eyes just a little bit. And I'm actually gonna apply more of this shade. It looks super smooth and natural, and that's exactly what I look for in a concealer. So we'll see once I set it how it looks. All right guys, so let's move on to setting. This is the shade Banana, and I'm gonna use a Real Techniques setting brush, and I'm only gonna set the concealer because I don't like a matte looking face. So all right, and I'm only gonna set my T-zone as well because that's usually where I get oily. So kind of like my nose and that sort of thing, just very lightly, like right here. Now, I'm not a baker. I don't usually like to bake, but for the sake of the video, I'm gonna grab the powder puff from Laura Mercier, and I'm actually going to just press in that banana powder. All right, and with that same brush from Real Techniques, I'm just gonna dust everything off immediately. Okay, so to cream contour, I already applied a little bit. I don't know, my camera wasn't recording while I was doing it, so I used this shade Truffle, and all I did was warm this up on the back of my hands, and I mixed it a little bit with the essential oils, and I just kind of added this nice little bronzy situation on the hollows of my cheeks, a little bit on my forehead. So to set that cream contour, I'm going to use my favorite bronzer ever. This is the Hourglass Ambient Radiant Bronzer with the 140S brush from MAC. I'm just going to pretty much apply that right on top of that Truffle shade. So moving on to blush, I'm grabbing the matchstick in the shade Chili Mango. This is probably my favorite blush at the moment. It's really similar to NARS Taj Mahal blush. It has like a very golden tangerine like undertone to it. It's so pretty. I'm just gonna apply that with a MAC 187 dual fiber brush. So right on top of that, I'm gonna use the Killawatt in the shade Mimosa Sunrise. So this one right here, 187 from MAC, and those two together just look so bomb in my opinion. I'm gonna go in with some Fix Plus just to add a little bit of moisture. Okay, so for highlight, I'm gonna use the Fairy Balm in the shade 24 Cray. So I actually want to use that same banana powder just to kind of clean up, you know, my bronzer. All right, so let me spritz my face one last time. And I'm gonna go in back with Gloss Bomb and Fenty Glow. Okay guys, so we are done with the application. Let me zoom in so you guys can see how the concealer looks. Bomb, flawless, smooth. You guys tell me what you think. I love the outcome. My skin looks flawless. It looks very just natural. It feels lightweight. So let's start off with the concealer. You are getting 50 shades, which is amazing. But not only that, I love the undertone. So whether you're neutral, golden, olive, pinky, or peachy, you're gonna find a shade for you. I love the formula. I thought the formula was gonna be just like the foundation. This one is too drying for my skin, so that's why I always have to mix it with like an oil. But it's actually a lot more hydrating than the foundation, and it doesn't feel heavy. It's very lightweight. A little bit goes a long way, so definitely add as you go. And I love that it doesn't set immediately. I don't like concealers that do that. So powder, the shade range, I love that you can find a shade just to brighten your under eye or just to set the rest of your face. The formula, it's so smooth and so like blurring. I really love my Laura Mercier, but it's too drying for my under eyes, and this is not as drying. It sets the makeup without absorbing your natural oils, which I appreciate. It's super smooth. It's not heavy. I love the fact that it's sheer, so if you're looking for a powder that's going to add coverage, you may not necessarily like this, but it's great just to set your home makeup. And I feel like for summer I'm going to enjoy it even more since I do get more oily in the summer. So yeah, both products to me are amazing. I feel like they're universal. Doesn't matter your skin type, you're going to enjoy both products, so definitely try them out. And yeah guys, with that being said, hopefully you all enjoyed this video. Check the description box below for all the product information, and follow me on Instagram at simplydianaj, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.